Welcome to this edition of The Forum. I'm your host, Sheila Evans. We have a great show in store for you today with an outstanding lineup of guests. We get our show started today by talking with Eimer Smith, Child Nutrition Director for New Hanover County Schools. She will give us all the details on this year's summer food service program. Then we welcome Adrian Monte with the Cape Fear Shakespeare on the Green. He is directing their play, Twelfth Night, and will tell us about this year's performance. And finally, Kathy E. Botson joins us to talk about summer UNCW Engineering Expectation Camps. She's the Engineering Program Coordinator at UNC Wilmington and has all the details on the camps. We've got a great edition of The Forum for you today, and we'll get started right after this short break.
Where's my husband? Where's my husband?
At a stop.
How's she doing? 2,
She was the passenger, so I was T-boned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk, I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed? Well, sir, you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I am joined by Eimer Smith. She's the Child Nutrition Director for New Hanover County Schools, and we're here today to talk about the summer food service program. Eimer, tell us when does this get started? How did it get started?
This got started, we've been doing New Hanover County Schools over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So it got started many, many years ago through USDA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a way to, they knew that there was a break in between the summer breaks used to be very long, and they knew that there were children still hungry and needed a good, nutritious meal. So this is one way we've been doing in New Hanover County Schools for many, many years, and we are so thrilled to know it's going to start June 21st and through August 11th. And it's going to be a fun-filled summer. We have lots of the favorites of all the kids' menu items.
Oh, good.
And and this summer we've really expanded it out in New Hanover County and kind of went a little bit further to some areas that we haven't conquered yet. So we're excited to see what will happen.
So how many sites do you have?
This summer we have 26 sites.
Oh, wow.
And so we're expecting to feed a little over 1,000 a day. So we're very thrilled about that. We have partnered with some new organizations, and we have St. Paul's out at Carolina Beach coming on board.
Oh, nice.
And it's a Methodist church, and so they are willing to have a site at their location. We also have Dreams of Wilmington on board with us, and then we also have Douglas Academy, which is one of our charter schools here in town that they're letting us use their building to host some summer feeding programs.
Is that on Cinema Drive, Douglas?
It's on McCrae Street.
Okay.
Yeah, McCrae.
So is Carolina Beach new for you?
Carolina Beach is new for us.
Awesome.
Yes, the furthest we've ever gone is Mary C. Williams Elementary School, and so we are very happy to partner with this location and and have that site eligible for meals at no cost. So that's the most important thing to get out there, is that there is no identification, there is no cost to this program, and you'll see our lovely signs at our locations. We're going to try to have these out at the street and where the door, what door do you enter, the door to enter. Where to go.
Oh, gotcha. That's nice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you go to a building, there's like 8 entrances, and you're not sure what to do.
Right. So we're going to try to make it, and we're, I'm speaking at the board meeting in June, so I'm excited to let the public know about this, and plus it will be in the newspaper, the radio, so hopefully we'll get a lot of news about this, and parents will know that there are meals at no cost, lunch that they're available to go to. We will have this on our website. So on our website, we will have the times and where the locations are and even the street address.
Okay. And the free meals are for 18 and under?
18 and under,
okay.
Yes. And, for any child 18 and under, so they don't have to be a part of New Hanover County Schools. And we have lots of children that come here for the summer just a vacation or visit grandparents, so they can come and eat with us too. Now, there is one stipulation, they can be over 18 up to 21 years old if they are enrolled in New Hanover County Schools in a mental or physical disability program.
Like the transition program
Right.
and stuff like that. Very good. Now, what if mom comes with the kids? Are they able to eat for a small fee? Or
Right, and we try to keep the price very reasonable. It's only $3, and so we try to keep it very reasonable. They get a complete meal with their meat, their vegetables, their fruit, milk, bread. So we do keep a very attractive meal. It's nutritious and, you know, it's at a low cost.
Gotcha. So tell us where some of the sites are.
For some of the sites, we have, out of the 26, we have 7 schools participating this year. We have Forest Hills, there's Winter Park, College Park, there's Castle Hayne, Wrightsboro Elementary, New Hanover High School, Gregory, Alderman, and Mary C. Williams as far as the schools go. Now with our community sites, we have Maids Park, Village at Greenfield, Creekwood, there's Hillcrest, Houston Moore. We have Warren Temple Church and Union Missionary Church. And then we have St. Paul's Methodist Church. And we also have one trailer park called Royal Palms off of Carolina Beach Road. So we're excited to have that facility, and that is a dropping where the kids will come at a location at that site and will serve for about 30 minutes. And so we're excited to have that as part of, we just started that last year. So we have 26 sites. I hope everybody checks out our website to see where the sites are. We'll have this posted up at schools, and they can actually go to a website that we'll have posted on our website where they can see all the sites. If they go to Brunswick County or Pender, you know, if they go to other locations.
Right. Do St. Paul's and Carolina Beach, is that on the main road?
It is not on the main road. It's off of Harper Avenue, so it's just right off the main road. It's not hard to miss.
Very good.
Yes.
What's meal times and what are the menus like?
Our meal times, we try to designate it right around lunchtime. So we're thinking 11 to 12:30. It kind of varies at different sites, but mainly it's 11 to 12:30, just to give people plenty of time. If they're early risers, they can have an early lunch, and then if they're later, we do have some sites open till 12:30, 12:45 for the later ones. And yeah, so we're excited to have these meals available.
And what about the menu? Is it the same everywhere? Do the logistics different because the schools already have steam tables and stuff like that? Or explain that.
Right. So a lot of our sites we offer the hot meal, which means the favorites, the chicken nuggets, hot dogs, spaghetti, corn dogs. So the favorites of the children. So we do have a lot of hot sites with hot food. There are a few sites, Royal Palms, that will have a cold bag lunch. Just because of the location and there's no shelter, that we just have to do a cold site. So we work real close with food temperatures, making sure that the food is safe for everyone, and the health department gets involved too.
So Royal Palms, would that be like a bag lunch?
It is.
Would it be a sandwich like an Uncrustable, or what might be in there?
Yes, one day of the week it's going to be an Uncrustable, and then we have some deli sandwiches that we'll have available, and then some nice carrot sticks, celery sticks, things that kids can just kind of hold on to and have in their bag lunches.
And is Royal Palms new for this year, or you did it last year?
This is our second year, and we were amazed by the participation last year, and so hopefully this year our goal is always to reach more children, so hopefully they'll tell their friends and that site will increase.
I was just going to say, is it very social? That they're like, oh yeah, time to go down, get our bag lunch, and sit there and eat it and visit?
It is. It all depends. I mean, a lot of these sites, I really encourage them to have activities going on for the children before they eat or after they eat. So a lot of these sites will have camps going on for children. They'll have crafts. I know at St. Paul's they're going to have lots of, puppet shows and coloring activities and puzzles and activities for the kids. So a lot of these sites are trying to do it just other than just meals. Let's have some participation because, we know that we need to eat healthy and we also need to exercise.
Right. Well, great collaboration, and congratulations on getting across the bridge.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Eimer, and we'll be back in a few minutes right after these messages.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
My guest is Adrian Monte, and he's director of the Cape Fear Shakespeare on the Green. Tell us about this annual event that happens at Greenfield.
Well, Cape Fear Shakespeare on the Green is North Carolina's oldest and longest running free Shakespeare festival.
Cool.
What we do is throughout June we will present both a youth company and an adult company of some of Shakespeare's greatest works.
Very good. What plays are you guys performing this year?
The youth company will be doing Two Gentlemen of Verona, and I myself am directing Twelfth Night for the adult company.
And why these choices?
For Twelfth Night, it is basically a perfect comedy. We always like to do comedies. We're outdoors, of course, so we don't want a lot of heavy tragedy or romance. We just want it nice and fun and light.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so Twelfth Night has all of that. It has mistaken identities, great romance, satire, slapstick, everyththing you want. It's a great, fun show.
Now, how about the youth? Do you know how they got to choose what they
yeah,
did?
well, Two Gentlemen of Verona. Sherry McKay is the director.
Okay.
She's presenting it as wild teenagers. They have no responsibilities. The parents are on the perimeter, and it's basically a slice of life of teenage angst.
Okay. What do you think is the importance of continuing Shakespeare with a more modern audience?
Oh, well, Shakespeare was so... One, we know he's a great poet and wordsmith. Also, he really tapped into the human condition. So 500 years later, his plays all have worth, and there's morality tales, there's characters that we can identify even now in our modern times. So he really tapped into the human condition.
Gotcha. Now, you mentioned that we have the oldest free Shakespeare festival. What makes it special beyond that?
Well, I think coming out to Greenfield Lake Amphitheater, you get a great live theater experience. You're also in the beautiful environment that is very unique to Wilmington. So it's a wonderful night for families to come out, pack a little picnic, enjoy some theater under the stars.
Any hints about what to bring in that picnic? Do you need bug spray? Is it buggy out there
definitely.
and such?
We are right on the lake, so
Okay.
bug spray, water, you could bring snacks. We do have a light concession stand there as well. Also bring an umbrella and maybe a towel, because we will get those nice afternoon rain showers. They won't cancel the show, but you'll get wet out there, so be prepared.
Now, you mentioned the concession stand. Who's responsible for that? Who benefits from that? all?
We have volunteers,
Oh, nice.
and we are a nonprofit, so it is donation based. So anything into the concessions goes right into the operations fees.
And what might we find there? Do you know?
Pops, sodas. Do you guys use the word pop down here?
Well,
No.
soda's probably
Sodas,
more prevalent.
Yeah. Sodas and some light snacks, and water, of course.
I didn't know if you could do that in lieu of bringing your picnic basket.
Oh, sure, either. It's complementary to what you want to bring.
Gotcha. When and where?
When and
well,
where?
We know Greenfield Lake.
Greenfield Lake Amphitheater, which if you haven't been out there, it's beautiful. We've got brand new sound and light systems. It's fantastic. Also, we'll do weekends in June. How about that?
Okay.
Sounds good.
What if it rains?
Always be prepared. We will sometimes delay the show opening possibly, but we will go on. In the immortal words of theater, the show will go on. So umbrella, poncho, a little towel, and a fun attitude.
Very good. What's your favorite part of it?
The actors. I myself am an actor as well, and after many years of performing with Cape Fear Shakespeare, it's great to be on the other side of it and see the creation process. We take a 500-year-old text and we make it come alive.
Fun.
Yeah.
Do you have much involvement in the youth part? I know you said it's directed by Sherry McKay.
This time I do not. I've worked with Sherry McKay on her Journey project as well, which is a youth theater project. But this go round I'm focusing just on the adults. And
Gotcha.
they are a handful.
Youth might be easier to deal with?
Youth might be easier to deal with, yes, I think so.
And are these kids mostly middle school and high school?
Yes.
How young do you believe they start?
Yeah, it's a middle school to high school.
Okay.
Absolutely. And a lot of them have been working for a long time. Some of the adults that I'm working with have gone through the Shakespeare Youth Program. So that's another great thing about Cape Fear Shakespeare on the Green. It becomes a family-focused theater group because you have these kids growing up in the process, exploring Shakespeare with us, and then they become adults and they get to be on the big stage.
Cool, and then they go to college
and they go away to college, they fly free and take what they've learned to beautiful places elsewhere.
And then they get that huge Shakespeare text when they're in English class.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's another thing that's great about going to see live performances of Shakespeare. Usually our first experience is this dense, verbose block in our English literature.
There was one sitting on my table just on Sunday. My daughter was an English major at UNC, and it was about that big.
Yeah, and it gets daunting because of the syntax and the structure of the sentences, but when you see it performed, it all makes sense. You know that it's just beautiful language. And it's absolutely understandable because it's just about human condition, plain.
How many folks do you think will come out to see it?
Hopefully hundreds, if not thousands.
Okay.
We do a great job of promotion, a lot of tourism. We get the influx. People contact us and want to double check, make sure we're doing the show this year.
Nice.
What are the dates? Because they're coming down to vacation in the area and they want this to be a part of their vacation.
Very good. Now, do you literally, like in July, start for next year?
I don't. I take a well-deserved rest.
Oh, okay.
But absolutely, what we do, we'll usually have a meeting in the fall to discuss what our plans are. This season is our 24th season.
Oh,
so next year's the big anniversary of the 25th season, so we'll do some big stuff for that.
Very good.
Well. Yeah.
All right, so it's all the weekends in June.
Every weekend in June.
Bug spray, picnic basket, poncho or umbrella.
Yeah, poncho or umbrella.
Very good.
Great time.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
Ma.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Each year, thousands are senselessly killed by people with no criminal record at all. People like you.
My final guest today is Kathy Ibbotson. She's the Engineering Program Coordinator for the UNCW Youth Programs. So you focus on summer UNCW engineering camps.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the engineering camps.
Sure. So they start from ages 6 all the way up to age 14.
Cool.
So we have little ones and we also have larger age groups for the older kids. And we just try to really challenge them using hands-on engineering activities. We try and connect with some of their math and science skills they may have learned in school already with, fun, hands-on, some real-world engineering stuff. We try to incorporate technology where we can, but it's really just to try to give them a fun academic opportunity during the summer to kind of enrich their real school learning that they've already done, from the normal school calendar year.
So what kind of students are you looking for the program?
So we're looking for kids that are really enthusiastic, really inquisitive, those types of students who love to take stuff apart and put it back together, really figure out how it works. you know, typically people think of engineering students as, you know, kind of those nerdy kids, but we really like the kind of creative, a little bit wild, you know, fun and engaged kids that, you know, really ask a lot of questions. That's who we're looking for.
Explain to us what a typical day looks like.
So we start at 8:30 in the morning,
Okay.
and we have the parents come drop them off with their instructors, and the 6 and 7-year-olds just stay till noon. We'll have them do you know, a couple hands-on activities. So maybe they'll engineer a structure that can withstand a tornado, or maybe they'll engineer an assistive device that could you know, help a disabled person. And then they'll, you know, have a snack, and then they'll do a couple more activities. For the older kids, it lasts till 3:30 in the afternoon, and they have, you know, a few more activities that they do after lunch. So they might engineer a helmet that can help prevent a concussion, or
interesting.
Yeah, so we do lots of different types of activities like that.
Okay. What kind of skills are they going to learn during this camp?
So we are going to be teaching, you know, some math and science along with engineering skills, but we also hope that they get some critical thinking skills, the ability to work well with other students in a team, really communicate their ideas really well, and really just kind of work on those 21st century skills, you know, problem solving, critical thinking, collaboration, all those wonderful skills that kids, you know, really don't need necessarily to be taught directly, but kind of indirectly they're going to be getting those skills through our camps.
Gotcha. And learning that, not even knowing it, probably.
Exactly. And that's what we hope is, you know, they learn all those things and practice all those skills without even knowing.
Who are the instructors?
So I'm one of the instructors. I'm a chemical engineer myself. I'll be teaching some of the camps. We also have a couple of our computer science instructors from the university that will be teaching our computer science robotics camps. We employ undergraduate engineering students from UNCW and other UNC schools. And then we also have local teachers from the New Hanover County and surrounding county schools that are going to be working with us as well.
Well, clearly we can see your passion for it.
Yes,
and
I'm so excited.
I would assume your colleagues share it as well.
Yes.
Where does that come from?
So when I was in college, I had the opportunity to travel to China, and I had a wonderful engineering experience there, really impacting people's lives. And I kind of saw the real world application of all the engineering skills that I had been learning in school, and it just made me really want to share that passion and excitement for engineering, and how it isn't necessarily what people imagine. It's not the stereotypes that everyone thinks. It's really being able to solve real world problems that affect people's lives, and just being able to share that with students and hopefully get them as excited as I am is really why I do it.
Cool. When and where are the camps?
So they are located on UNCW's campus. They start June 20th and run to August 12th.
Oh, wow. All
yeah,
summer.
So all summer. They're week-long sessions, so you can sign up for a Monday through Friday. You can just sign up for 1 week or multiple weeks if you want to keep coming back. But they're on UNCW's main campus.
Okay. And are they literally in the chemistry labs that college students use?
Yeah, so we are located, we have our own classrooms that we're using, and we actually take over a couple of our adjoining classrooms also, because we have so many kids come. We are running 4 classrooms at a time.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, so we have kind of our own little maker space we set up. We've got a 3D printer, we've got a laser cutter, we have a vacuum former. So we have some of our technology that the students get to use too in our classrooms.
Does everything happen on campus, or do you travel off or anything?
The older camps, we do take some field trips. The aerospace camp goes up to Fayetteville. They go indoor skydiving, and we talk about all the different principles of flight.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we travel to the port. The civil engineers get to travel to the port and kind of see all that big giant equipment and how it works. So we do have some guest speakers from local engineering firms and companies come in and speak, and then we also do a few field trips where the kids get to go out and see different, you know, things in our community that engineers have designed and built.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Do the older kids bring their lunch, or?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So the littler kids, they bring a snack with them, and then the older kids bring a snack and a lunch with them.
Is it an easy drop-off kind of process for the parents?
Yeah, so the parents, they get to come in the morning, they just sign them in, initial them in, and the kids kind of get taken by the instructors into their classroom, and then they come back at 3:30 and you know, come grab them, and they're good for the day. So,
what's your favorite camp? Are you allowed to say?
Oh, I don't know. There's too many. I think right now my favorite are probably our robotics camps. We have a Raspberry Pi camp and an Arduino camp, and those are, I think, going to be really exciting going forward, because we have a computer science instructor from UNCW that's teaching them, and he's amazing. And it's really kind of, the students get to learn a little bit about, you know, basic electrical components and circuitry, but they also get to learn some computer programming, and they get to make some games. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited.
Cool. How do they sign up for it?
So they can sign up on our website. It's uncw.edu/youth, or they can call us. 962-2640 is just kind of our main number, and you can kind of follow our phone tree to figure out exactly who you need to speak with to answer any questions you might have, or just sign up and register.
How many kids per class, basically?
So maximum of 20.
Okay.
So we have at least 2 instructors, most likely 3 in each classroom, and only up to 20 students. So they get, you know, some real good time with the instructors and some good one-on-one attention.
I want to come.
you should. You should.
That's so cool.
I know. If you don't have kids that can come, your neighbors,
Well,
you know, your nieces or nephews, that'd be perfect.
Awesome. Well, Kathy, thank you so much. Like I said, I want to come. It sounds very exciting.
It's going to be fun.
We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
Every week we return all our cans and bottles. Yeah, we help to reduce the world's waste.
But aluminum? It's like gold.
There's a can.
Where?
Get it.
Environmental defense. Get green. For more tips, go to getgreen.com.
Last month, I adjusted my thermostat a few degrees a day to lower my energy bill. Experts say that helps reduce air pollution. I say, cha-ching. Morning, Carl.
Morning. Environmental defense. Get green. For more tips, go to getgreen.com.
You know, little trash becomes big trash. So please, don't litter.
Do your part to keep America beautiful.
We hope you've enjoyed our program today. If you would like more information on the Summer Food Service Program, please visit the website nhcs.net/nutrition. For a full schedule of performances or to learn about the Cape Fear Shakespeare on the Green, go to their website at capefearshakespeare.com or call 399-2878. For more information or to register for the Summer UNCW Engineering Expectations Camps, go to uncw.edu/youth or call 962-2640. Now, if you ever have any questions about the topics discussed here on our show here today, please call the School System's Public Relations Office at 254-4180. I'm Sheila Evans. Thanks for joining me today.